I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Today happened to be Sunday, June the 28th, 2020, time of the vision, time to change. Time being 6:08 p.m. I want you to focus on this particular YouTube video. If you can see the title of it, Raymond Lewis Ivy, Meeting of the Black Minds in Charleston, Missouri, 6/22/20, part 8 of 9. The reason why I'm focusing on part 8 of 9, I want not just the people that was at that meeting, but I want the people in Charleston, Missouri and other places to look at the comment on that. Now you look at the title, and I want you to see one of the comments that was on here by an individual by the name of, I believe it's Thomas Goodwin. Thomas Goodwin. Yeah, you see it? This is an individual that said that they got a tree with my name on it. He was just focused on me then. But let me show you what he think of this meeting. For those of you all that don't think it's racism here, you read it for yourself. This was a day ago now. The meeting was on the 22nd of June. It was on a Monday. Listen to what Thomas Goodwin say. All these ex-prisoners and drug dealers, they are going down. They work for us. LOL. Y'all are jokes. If anyone doesn't like the I guess he meant comments, or come see me at Bird Point. Do any of you blacks know what Bird Point is? Let me share you what Bird Point is, those that don't know it. Bird Point is where the Army Corps of Engineers blew the levee on May the 3rd, 2011, because it had wiped out Pinhook, where 90% is blacks, or majority was blacks. Can't live there no more. And the flood was threatening to not only take lives, but take the homes, the entire city of Cairo, Illinois, where it's predominantly black. Now, let me tell you what Thomas Goodwin tell you to meet him at Bird Point. Tommy Goodwin and these white supremacists, as anybody, whether you black or not, that support these white supremacists, I don't care if you work for them or not. You look at the history, Google it up. It was a bunch of rich Missouri farmers that took the Army Corps of Engineers to the federal courts to stop them from blowing the levee. One of them even made a comment. They said they'd rather see some of the people lose their lives and lose all the homes in Cairo, Illinois, than to lose what they did lose, and God wanted them to lose, and he gonna make them lose some more. They lost 130,000 acres of land. They cared more about that land than about those people's homes and about those people's lives. You know, those of y'all think that these white supremacists just talking about me with a tree with my name on it, or I should have grew up in Arkansas back in the 1960s. They not just talking about me. Look how they did 15-year-old Emmett Tibbs. His mother had a option to have a closed casket, but she wanted y'all, the world, y'all blacks that's kissing these white supremacists behinds and study working like slaves on their lands. She wanted y'all to be able to see what they did to her 15-year-old son. Some of y'all don't even care. Long as them people give you some money, y'all don't even care. But that's y'all prerogative. I'ma wake up those that want to be woke up. Y'all see what they thought of that meeting? You see, y'all didn't see nothing wrong with them saying they got a tree with my name on it because I'm Raymond Lewis Ivy. But look what they said on here. You see what I'm saying? They this individual described this meeting, and you had preachers and everybody there. He said, all these ex-prisoners and drug dealers, they going down. They work for us. LOL. Y'all jokes. You know, y'all are jokes. If anyone doesn't like the come see me at Bird Point, you know they ain't tough. You took the Army Corps of Engineers to court and lost. You wasn't gonna beat the Army out. They showed you y'all don't run nothing. You may run some of these blacks that's afraid of you, but the Army Corps of Engineers, just like they blew up that levee and flooded 130,000 acres of y'all land, they'll take y'all off the map if you get out of pocket. You see, Donald Trump, he putting in legislations to be more harsh on the legal side when people are tearing down these monuments of these racist generals, Thomas Jefferson and all the rest of them that had slaves. Look how they doing here in Charleston, Missouri, y'all. Y'all study, some of y'all study voting in these same people in. Look at the white female next door, Sarah Ann, also known as Sarah Ann Cole, also known as Carla, last name Nermeier. Making all these negative statements about my daughters, about my daddy, about me, and then said something concerning about worry about my family. And then she bring the Owens family in it. Then she uses the Owens family. Then she used the name of her old man. But she ain't talking about, do I know old man or the Owens family? She ain't named no white people. Only white person on the block, Start Mess. Study talking about, well, that's why you got knocked out at Boomland for running your mouth. Number one, if you know anything about boxing, I didn't get knocked out. Number two, I took the opportunity to sit down with some of my family and friends and some other people. Instead of having homicides in the black community, I put it in God's hand and squashed it. But you study, bring it up. Now you 400 pounds. You talk about my daughters being big for their age, but they healthy. You see what I'm saying? They don't sit in the window all day because they can't come outside worrying about what their neighbor doing. I've been living over here long before you thought about moving over here. You came over here with chaos. You said it. You said what people told you about me before you moved over here. Then you seen that I was protesting against a white supremacist, protesting against Brent Farrow and Robert Bobby Hearns, the present sheriff and the present police chief here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. So you call them to put a sign in your yard. That's all cool. But you keep on talking about you calling me a sex offender. You keep calling me an old man. You keep talking about me being knocked out. I told you to bring your 400 pounds over to my property and tell me that, come on the property if you can make it over here with your unhealthy, fat, nasty self. If you can make it over here, I'll show you what a knockout is. You see what I'm saying? Black folks, stop hurting each other. Black folks, don't think what I let go that happened to me is something that I'll let happen again. And don't try it on other people because you probably get your brains blowed out. You probably start a bloodbath. You see what I'm saying? Sarah Cole next door to me, whatever else name she want to use, Fat Lives Matter. Now she using My Neighbor Love Me. She think it's a joke. And she wonder why God got all of her arteries clogged up with her big, fat, nasty, white trash self. You see what I'm saying? You study bringing black folks in it. Tell us about your folks. You say you got people that's in law enforcement. You say you got people that's lawyers. Tell us about the white folks. People, don't y'all know if what happened to me happened to a white person in Boomland, they not would only bar the person from there, but they would have charges against them. They don't care what we do to each other. I don't spend no more money at Boomland. You see what I'm saying? That's what they want. But I'm going to encourage y'all and tell y'all, because a few people come on my YouTube talking about that's why you got knocked out for running your mouth. I encourage you, if you like living, don't you come near me talking about it, or don't you try it, because I put a homicide on you. It definitely will be a murder, and I don't care what judge you take it to. Anybody put their hand on me, my 2 daughters, and my daddy again, somebody going to the cemetery, maybe a bunch of people. Now bring your fat, nasty self over here, Sarah Ann Cole, you fat, nasty, white piece of trash. Peace be still, y'all. Black folks, do your history. Stop letting these white folks start mess. Stop voting for these individuals. These individuals that's running around with Brent Farrow on their thing, you can believe they hooked up with government programs. They work for the school. You see what I'm saying? Or they work for one of these farmers. These farmers don't give a doggone care about y'all or your family. You better do some history. I'm going to put a YouTube video on there that's about 1 hour and 40 minutes. I want you to listen to it all, and you can see what this country was built on. Sarah Ann, I hope you don't like this, you big, fat, nasty pig.